All right. Long time no see. I am back just in time. Today is Tuesday. Not a terrible day to do predictions. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got the first card of the year. Very stark difference. And I just want to look real quick, just at my own channel, and show what the first card of the year last year was. We had let me see here if we can skip to it. If there is any skipping to it. No, there's not. But anyways, the first fight of the year was like Mackenzie Dern versus well, I just mentioned. But anyways, this is a much better improvement. Great start of 2026. Unfortunately, like I've already posted before, my one short, which I need to keep up on the shorts, but I posted the short of Kayla Harrison. Amanda Nunes is out on this card, unfortunately. You know, a part of me is like, who gives a fuck? You know, like I don't really. I know this is crazy from an MMA fan. I don't know. Like it's not like it's hard to be on the card. It's like, well, it's gonna get rescheduled. We'll see it. It'll be a good fight, you know. It's kind of like one of those situations. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Gaethje versus Pimblett. Let's check out this card here. Very stacked, absolutely stocked card. Except for these two. I don't know who the fuck T.Y. Miller is. Making his debut. We're starting off with 324 with a debuting guy. All right, you know. All right, hopefully this guy's pretty good. T.Y. Miller. Thriller T.Y. Miller. All right, I might have to go with his name just because of that. 6-0. Not sure where he's coming from with those shorts like that. He lost to Dulatov. Beat Quinlan. Arsta Dulatov. This one's a bit of a toss-up, but probably T.Y. Thriller Miller. We got 5 losses on here. I mean, 10 wins. He has been fighting somewhat pretty good. Whoa, free IQ test. Free? What the fuck? Oh, that's an Adam. Like, what? UFC's testing my IQ. That's crazy. We don't want to see that. Anyways, let's go with T.Y. Thriller Miller to get it done. Not sure what his style is really or anything like that, but choose T.Y. Miller on this one. I have a good feeling about it. Next is Ricky Turquoise versus Cameron Smotherman. We're going to go with Cameron Smotherman. Ricky Turquoise is ass. He really is, unfortunately. I mean, we look at his past fights. He lost to Rosas. He lost to Sopash. Let's see. He lost to Zahabi. He's won 2 of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last 5 fights. So I don't really feel good about him. You know, I think he was the Ultimate Fighter winner, but you know, Ultimate Fighter winners have not been doing super good in the UFC, as we've seen. But yeah, Cameron Smotherman, he lost to Ricky Turquoise, or Ricky Simone. Damn, he's also had just been pretty ass too. It's tough, but I'm gonna go with Cameron Smotherman, babyface killer over Ricky Turquoise. Ricky Turquoise, like, he looks like he's like, he really wants to fight and stuff like that, but like, I don't know, he doesn't give off that like dominant. Not really, I want to say dominant, but he doesn't give off that like, I'm here to win. I feel like he goes through a little bit of adversity and kind of quits. Josh Hokit versus Denzel Freeman. Now, Denzel Freeman had an absolute stinker poop fest of a fight, his last fight. Josh Hokit took his guy down and just absolutely demolished him. Demons. He had a really good fight. I'm going to go with Josh Hokit. Also better for the UFC if we have someone in the heavyweight that talks a little bit of shit. Denzel Freeman, he just looked absolutely shit in his last fight. So I got to go with Josh Hokett, who I believe they fought on the same card too. Or no, Denzel Freeman, I forget what this, I think this was like one of the last cards of the year, 22nd. But yeah, anyways, he was like one of the first fights of the card and he was ass. So I can't rely on him to do something good. Here we go. Now we're getting into some good fights for the prelims. Michael Johnson. I'm not saying these other fights aren't good, but now the heat is beginning to cook, as they say, or do they say that? Anyways, Michael Johnson, Alexander Hernandez. This one's a tough one. Because Unk has been showing that he still has it. He beat Zell Huber, Azatier, Flowers. 3 wins in his last fights is pretty good. His last loss was to Ferrer by KO. Lost to Malarkey by split. Beat the KZ. I mean, hey, Unk is kind of doing pretty good right now, honestly. And Michael Johnson has always had some heavy hands at lightweight. Alex Hernandez, though, he's been pretty wishy. He's been on a skid streak, but seems like he's kind of also back to his winning ways a little bit. He's KO'd his last 2 guys. Shoot. This one's a tough one. This one is going to be a banger, though. These guys are going to trade hands like crazy. I feel like I got to go with Michael Johnson, though, just experience-wise. He's been at the top of the division before. Alex Hernandez has kind of always remained at, like, the bottom of kind of, like, he's there, but he's not there, Kind of stayed outside the rankings. I don't think he's ever been ranked once. I think his biggest fight he ever got was, like, Donald Cerrone, and he got his shit absolutely rocked there. And that was kind of, like, his time to, make a big, push and stuff like that. And now he's kind of on the aftermath of that, and he's been doing good. He did knock out Chase Hooper, but Chase Hooper has no hands, and Michael Johnson has hands, and I just think Michael Johnson's probably gonna catch him. There's some crafty vet striking to go with Michael Johnson here. Anyways, moving up, Alex Perez, Charles Johnson. I'm gonna go with Charles Johnson. Not only do I want him to win, but he's been getting a lot of sneaky good wins. He KO'd the champ. He's beaten Maxim by decision. He's just been on an absolute tear. Ode Osborne, I would split with him. It's not terrible. But he took out Maxim, Hadley, Van, he fucking KO'd, which is crazy now that Van is the champ. Johnson, he beat Madari. He beat Tamirov, which is like some sort of Kazakhstani guy, I think. And Kavanaugh, Loner Kavanaugh, who's a big prospect coming up as well. He's taken out a lot of young guys, and I think he's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the tricky craftiness. Alex Perez, I don't know, like he's been a little bit wishy-washy, and he hasn't fought a whole awful lot, honestly. Like, we have, what is this, 3 fights in 2024, which is good, but only 1 fight in 2025. I don't feel super good like that. He has lost to some of the greats of flyweight, but for the most part, man, he hasn't been super active, which I don't like to see. And I think Charles Johnson he's gonna beat the brakes off him, and hopefully he gets a shot. He's number 13, but shit, he's knocked out the champion. I think they should put him in fucking a number 5 spot, or like a number 6 spot at least. To have a chance to be up in the rankings, because he does not deserve to be number 13. He definitely deserves to be over Alex Perez, at least in my opinion. We got a light heavyweight bout: Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Nikita Krylov coming off the loss, of course. Modestas Bukauskas, I don't really rate the Craig win. Going to split with Cutie Lava is not good either. Sakura has been just a knockout dummy for people. Ranchano by submission. He lost to Petrino. This guy's like a heavyweight now. How good? For the most part, he's won a lot of his fights, which is good. Baltic Gladiator. And I'm not feeling really great about Nikita Krylov, the minor. Lost to Guskov, which is not good. Lost to Reyes, which is not good either. He beat Span in 2023, but that's not a really good win to have either. Did beat Ozdemir, which is a good win. And beat Gustafsson, but he's no longer in the UFC. And he lost to Craig, so... Oh, man, I think Nikita Krylov is 30-11, which is... That's 41 fights. That's a lot of fights. I think I'm going to go with Modestas Bukauskas to win this fight. Not sure how, but I just think so much wear and tear on Nikita Krylov. And again, he hasn't been fighting too often either. And I gotta go by, who's really going out there and putting up activity and putting up wins too. So Modestas Bukauskas, I'm going to go with him to win this. This is an interesting one. Andre Pulayev. Andre lost to Chris Duncan by decision and beat Klein. I forgot. KO. I forgot who this guy is. Nick Klein, blue collar. I think I remember him. Ended up just completely sucking. Anyways, he doesn't seem like as much of a lamb to slaughter, but we gotta go with Ateba Gautier. He's gonna put a hole through Andre Pulayev's fucking face, honestly. I mean, just fucking, it's absolutely shredded to the gills. I know they haven't been giving him the most. I do rate the Valentin one because I feel like Valentin, he's good, but like he's not good. Like, it's weird. I don't know, with Valentin. But for the most part, he's been KOing all these guys in the round one, and so I think you can probably expect a similar outcome, and if not in round one, probably round two or round three. Because he's a smaller guy. I don't think he's going to get tired like an Ngannou, because that's who this guy's getting compared to a lot. So we'll see. But I think it's another... I don't think he's as much of a lamb to slaughter, but like... He's obviously not up there. There's like another top prospect, to be completely honest with you, especially at middleweight. I've never heard of fucking Andre Pulayev or anyone freaking out about him. So anyways, moving up. Wow, prelim fight. Umar getting demoted to prelims. Love to see it. Number 2 versus number 6. I think this is an Umar fight, obviously. Davison Figueiredo. He's towards the end of his career. I think he really, 135, I know he likes to not cut the weight, but he really had his shine and his better days at flyweight. Being number 6 at bantamweight is not terrible either. Like, you only got 5 motherfuckers in front of you, and if you won one of them, you would do pretty good. Beat Jackson in the split decision. I don't remember that fight too well, honestly. October 11th. Lost to Sanhagen, my boy. Lost to Jan. Beat Vera, which you can't rate that well. Beat Garbrandt, which is like, of course, beat Font. I remember his Font fight was actually pretty like, oh shit, he's got power at 135. Quadrilogy, wow, look at this. Beat Perez in 2020. I think you gotta go with Umar, just youth. He had a pretty competitive fight with Merab, even though he got spanked a little bit. Still a pretty competitive fight. I just don't see how you lose to Davison Figueiredo, unless Davison Figueiredo got like some sort of crazy like leg submission on Umar or something that Umar just couldn't defend against or something. I highly doubt that. And I don't think Davison Figueiredo has the power to put out Umar. This will probably be a pretty grappling heavy fight. There'll probably be a couple moments where like Umar is like sitting on Davison Figueiredo in a weird way, and Davison Figueiredo is like holding on to something and not trying not to let it go, and they're kind of just in a stalemate a little bit. I can see a lot of positions like that with him, but Umar and Magomedov Probably a 3-0 decision against Davison Figueiredo. Should be a good fight. But yeah, it's in the prelims. It's a little crazy, number 2, number 6 on the prelims. But hey, sometimes you gotta be put in your place a little bit, Mr. Umar. Not that he's done anything wrong, but what was his fight before that? Who did he beat? He beat Batista, number 10. I think that was a main card. I don't think it was that good of a fight. I mean, it was an okay fight. Definitely got dropped. It wasn't like the best looking fight for Umar. It definitely wasn't like a dominating, highlight reel kind of a fight for Umar. So maybe that's why they put him on prelims. Anyways, moving up, my boy Arnold Allen versus John Silva. I don't know why John Silva is getting another crack up the rankings. Jordan is a good win. Wilson, I don't know if I can rate Wilson that much because he's a trash bag, honestly, to get beat up. Yeah, lost to Lopez. I don't know. I feel like when you get a shot against someone that's higher up than you and you get knocked out, you should be fighting someone at or if not behind you. But either way, I'm going with Arnold Allen. I like him. All right, Arnold Allen's my boy. Check out the Milkman podcast. He has fought the highest level guys in the UFC, and has done fairly well. I just wish his activity was more often, because he didn't fight once in 2025, which really pains me. I think he had some sort of injury or something like that. Beat Chikadze, had a really close fight with Evloev. Some arguably might say he won the fight. Had a pretty good scrap with Holloway. Ended up KOing Cater, but it was kind of like a weird I think it was like a leg injury for Cater, so not the biggest win. And then he KO'd Dan Hooker. Wow, that was 4 fucking years ago now. I still remember watching that and being like, yeah, I really like Arnold Allen. I think maybe he's been working in secret, maybe all that recovery and stuff like that. Outbest John Silva, but John Silva he's a really tough cookie. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the guy. He's a bit annoying. He's a bit cringe. Like the emotion, him crying and stuff like that. I get it. Like it's a really emotional thing, but it's just so much emotion and energy with not energy, but just so much emotion with him. It's all these other fighters just don't get like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's I don't know. It's weird to explain with John Silva, but I mean, I wouldn't be he is a great fighter. He's an exciting fighter. So I'm it's not the end of the world if he wins. Obviously, I like seeing good fighters fight good, crazy fights, and he definitely does. But I just don't like his personality that much. Honestly, he's just kind of annoying to be completely honest with you. But anyways, I'm going with Arnold Allen to get this done by decision. I think he keeps it safe against John Silva. John Silva's going to be putting up the pressure, but I think if Arnold Allen can get him down and hold him there for a little bit, just tire him out, lay on him a little bit, get those arms and legs tired out, I think he can beat John Silva. I think he can. Anyways, moving up, Talia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. Wow. Rose sitting at number 5 and Talia sitting at number 2. 6 and number 2. That's kind of crazy how things have changed for Rose Namajunas. Not really looking good there in the midsection for that photo. What the hell? I feel like she's I feel like she's been in way better shape for other fights. Beat Cortez, which is yeah, duh. Lost to Blanchfield, which is not terrible. Beat Miranda Maverick, which it's okay. Bug Rose Namajunas. This is a tough one to decide. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll probably just go with Natalia Silva because she has been just winning. That's it. Just winning. Beat Grasso recently, and yeah, it's all about. See, this is my problem. Is that we have two people that have not been getting a lot of finishes or KOs and stuff like that. put him on the main card spot, and then we have fucking Charles Johnson, Alex Perez down here. We got fucking Teba Gutierrez, Andre Pulev. We have Umar, Davison. I think they would just be a much better spot over Natalia Silva and Rose Namajunas, but that's just my opinion. Whatever. It's on the main card. I'm gonna go with Natalia Silva to get a decision done, and it'll honestly probably be a nice piss break for the main card. But anyways, moving up, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Derek Lewis. Derek showing a little bit of definition on the stomach there. I like that. This one's tough. This one's kind of tough too. Waldo Cortez Acosta, he's been fighting pretty frequently, so that may fall to a detriment to him. The problem with Derek Lewis is that, like, he's kind of like Bob Sapp in a way a little bit, where he's like, I don't know, like, if he doesn't get his way at the beginning or anything like that, like, he kind of crumbles a little bit. And if he doesn't catch you, he kind of crumbles a little bit. But the thing is that these guys are very similar in reach, leg reach, height, and everything. So, I mean, when they get into range with each other, it's not like Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to have like a fucking, if anything, Derek Lewis is going to have a slightly longer reach, but it's not like he's going to have like not Bolt, Drago, fucking, why can't I think of his name right now? Literally, I glaze him all the time. Number 3 is, he's like number 3, white, giant white, fucking Drago. I can't think of him right now. I was about to say Volkanovski, but I think he's just Alexander Volkov. Yeah, Volkov. Volkov. He doesn't have a reach like Volkov. Compared to Derek Lewis. So, I mean, it's not going to be this thing where he's going to be circling on the outside. I think these two are going to clash. I think I'm going to go with Derek Lewis on this. A big, crazy upset just to come out of nowhere and just, my balls was hot, you know? And even if he loses this fight, too, I mean, they'll still put him on the UFC White House card. Donald Trump loves the Black Beast. What can I say? He loves the Black Beast. But yeah, I'm going to go with Derek Lewis, round 1 KO. Or like stoppage against Waldo Cortez Acosta. We've seen a couple where it's like he doesn't like knock him out, but like he batters them enough to where they are jumping back and, you know, on the cage and they can't really get off. They got to climb the cage like Taliesin Teixeira to escape. So I'm gonna go with Derek Lewis, round 1 knockout. Should be pretty fun. Next we got Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. This should be a pretty big banger. I'm going with Sean O'Malley. I think this is the fight. He gets his mojo back. He has a very favorable matchup here. I mean, look at the reach. 72-inch reach versus 67-inch reach. He's got the leg reach. He's got the height advantage. I mean, he kind of has all the advantages here. And Sean O'Malley, you know, he's fought. He got choked out by Merab in the second fight, but for the most part, he's been fighting the top dogs. I wish he could have fought one more time in 2025. Kind of a shame. He only fought in June. He really should have squeezed one. He probably should have squeezed this one in last year. And been fighting another person this year. But hey, we have him here now. Number 3 versus number 5. Song Yadong, he's going to be tough. I'm not sure exactly he'll be put away. It might be another situation where it's like Corey Sandhagen, they stop it because of a big cut or something. And that could be definitely a big target for Sean O'Malley, to target the same area that Corey Sandhagen targeted and just reopen the cut again, and then he just can't continue fighting because of how deep the cut is. So that's a plan for Sean O'Malley. He's going to keep the range. I don't think Song Yadong's going to try to take him down, and even if so, he's not going to be like Merab holding Sean O'Malley down at all. It's not going to be anywhere near the same level of strength. And that's the thing too, it's not going to be the same level of cardio either. I mean, Merab is fucking crazy, weird animal hybrid thing that somehow just doesn't get tired shooting takedowns. If Song Yadong shoots for like 1 or 2 takedowns, he's going to be pretty tired. And I think Sean O'Malley, he's probably been doing like a shit ton of cardio training for Merab, so I can imagine his cardio is going to be pretty good for 3 rounds. Longer reach, height advantage, you know, coming off a loss to the champion, not terrible to come off of a loss to champion. Song Yadong, I mean, he beat Henry Cejudo, but like, Henry Cejudo is like low-key kind of blinded. He got eye poked. They called it a decision for Song Yadong, which I don't think they should have. In my opinion, they should have called it a no contest. Lost against Petr Yan. Beat Gutierrez. Beat Ricky Simone. Lost to Sandhagen by doctor stoppage. But other than that, and he lost to Phillips too in 2021. Oh, that's a weird one, but for the most part, he's been winning. He's been doing his thing. But I gotta go with Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's gonna get it done. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think it'll be a round 1 KO, but I can definitely see a round 2 or round 3, like TKO or doctor stoppage, something similar to that. Because I don't think I've ever seen Song Yadong like chinned or like knocked out cold. But who knows? There's the first time for everything. Next, moving up to our lightweight interim title bout. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. Going with Paddy Pimblett on this one against Justin Gaethje. I like both of these guys a lot, but I'm favoring more towards Paddy Pimblett. It's gonna get a little bit of that, there's a little bit of that like mysticism in the air when the UFC wants someone to win, and you can kind of tell they want Paddy Pimblett to win in this fight with all the promotion, all the sponsorships, everything like that. It's all leading to Paddy Pimblett getting gold here. I'm not saying Justin Gaethje doesn't have a chance, and in fact, he has a really good chance, Justin Gaethje. He's a very powerful, very deadly striker, and he can definitely hurt Paddy Pimblett to the body with leg kicks. He has a beautiful uppercut too. That would work really good against Paddy Pimblett's guard. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, he kind of keeps like this or whatever. You could throw an uppercut right in the middle, just catch Paddy. But Scousers don't get knocked out. And yeah, I don't believe Paddy's going to get knocked out by him. If he were to lose, it'd be by like TKO. He's on the ground, and Justin Gaethje's just throwing ground and pound. But that's the thing with Justin Gaethje is like, even though he's probably an amazing wrestler, and I mean, he is an amazing wrestler. He's got the accolades for it. He hasn't been, I don't know, like, I just feel like he doesn't do it enough in the UFC and like the live scenarios for me to be comfortable with him against someone like Paddy or Charles or even Armin Sarukian. Like, he could maybe probably stop initial takedowns, but I think like the second or third chain one with like a trip or like a body lock, and Paddy's a big guy, I think he just gets Justin Gaethje down. And I mean, even fucking Fiziev was able to keep Justin Gaethje down, although it was like in a weird reverse kind of triangle position that he was holding him for a second, then Gaethje got out. I still think Paddy can put him in like some really awkward grappling positions that Justin Gaethje may be used to practicing in the room, but in a live situation, it is a little bit different. And I think Paddy Pimblett gets him down, and I think he submits him. It's like they think it probably rear naked, probably triangle on bar, something like that. I think he submits Justin Gaethje. I'm thinking round 2, round 3, round 4. Honestly, he can get him. Round 1 is going to be very dangerous for Paddy. He's going to be doing some outside leg kicks. I can see him getting caught with a strong punch, doing like a leg kick or something like that, but then recovering and then like, getting a body lock or something, taking him down, holding him there for a little bit. We go to round 2, and then round 2 goes, and then Paddy, takes him down again right at the beginning, but this time it's like he's going aggressive for a submission or something like that. I can see something similar. I can see something like that happening in this fight, but yeah, anyways, I'm going with Paddy Pimblett. I think he gets it done like he's been saying it. He doesn't go past round 3, Justin Gaethje. But yeah, no, this is a really stacked card. This really is. I mean, Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong, Derek Lewis, Waldo, Talia Silva, Rose Namajunas, Arnold Allen, John Silva, Umar, Davison Figueiredo, Ateba. That's kind of like where the names, the big names stop. Charles Johnson, Michael Johnson. Yeah, those are just a lot of the big names that are on here. At least decently big names. All these other names are a little bit smaller. Maybe this is the card. They make a big name out of them. But anyways, that is my predictions for this card, a little bit of a review. I'm getting back to the uploading and getting ready for UFC 324. I'm so excited. This year, I want to make sure that I'm way more active with my uploads and way more consistent. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to keep myself more accountable for that stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.
Later.